5 exercises seniors will regret ignoring in 10 years. I once met an 82-year-old man who moved like he was 50. No cane, no stiffness, just pure energy. I had to ask, "What's your secret?" He smiled and said, "It's not what I did last year. It's what I started decades ago." Then he told me about 5 exercises he never stopped doing. The crazy part? Most people ignore them until it's too late. Before we dive in, if you want to stay strong, independent and pain-free for years to come, hit subscribe. You'll thank yourself in 10 years. Now let's get into it. Maybe you felt it, that stiffness in the morning, the quiet creak in your knees when you stand, or that slight hesitation before stepping off a curb. At first, it's just an occasional ache, a moment of imbalance, or a little extra effort to get out of a chair. But then, one day, you realize you're avoiding certain movements altogether, skipping the stairs, holding onto furniture as you walk, or choosing to sit when you'd rather stand. It's easy to believe this is just aging, that slowing down is inevitable. After all, everyone around you seems to say the same thing. That's just how it goes. But what if that's not true? What if the real reason mobility declines isn't time, but something you can control? The truth is, your body adapts to what you do or don't do. Ignore movement, and your muscles weaken, your balance fades, and simple tasks start feeling harder than they should. But take action now, and your future self will thank you, because there are 5 exercises that can keep you moving freely for years to come, and yet most people don't do them until it's too late. These exercises are simple, effective, and can make all the difference, but only if you start today. Let's dive into the first one, and you'll see just how easy it is to start making a change. Exercise number 1, the sit to stand. When it comes to staying independent as you age, one of the most critical areas to focus on is your legs. Yet, most people avoid exercises like squats, thinking they're too intense or too hard on their joints. They'll say, "I don't need to squat, I just need to get through the day." But here's the problem. That mindset could lead to one of the most significant losses of all, your independence. As we get older, leg strength naturally declines, and you start noticing it when simple tasks become harder. Getting up from a chair, standing for long periods, or even walking around the house can start to feel like a struggle. And it's not just about strength, it's about balance, mobility, and the ability to perform basic movements without thinking twice. Weak legs mean struggling to stand up, and that could eventually lead to needing assistance for things you once took for granted. This is where the sit-to-stand exercise comes in. It's an easy, yet incredibly effective movement that mimics the everyday task of getting up from a seated position. This exercise strengthens the muscles in your legs, especially your quadriceps, hamstrings and glutes, muscles essential for walking, standing and even climbing stairs. Here's how you do it. Start by sitting in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor and your knees bent at about a 90-degree angle. Without using your hands, push through your heels and stand up slowly, engaging your core as you rise. Then lower yourself back down to the seat with control. It doesn't have to be fast. Take it at your own pace. Just make sure you're focusing on using your legs, not your arms. Now, why is this so important? Think of your legs like the foundation of a house. If you neglect to maintain the foundation, it weakens over time, and the whole structure starts to deteriorate. The same is true for your legs. If you stop moving and strengthening them, they'll start to deteriorate, and soon you'll find it harder to do everyday tasks that you once took for granted. By adding just a few sit-to-stand exercises into your daily routine, you can help preserve that foundation, your legs, so they keep carrying you through the years. This simple action can prevent that slow loss of independence that so many people fear. And the best part? You don't need any fancy equipment, just a chair, a little time, and the commitment to taking action for your future health. It may seem small, but this small change will have a massive impact. So let's move forward and work on strengthening that foundation with exercise number 2, which will help you maintain balance and keep you safe on your feet. Exercise number 2, heel raises, keeping balance and staying steady. When we talk about aging, one of the most common concerns people have is losing their balance, and it's easy to understand why. Instability can lead to challenges that affect your ability to move around and stay independent. The unfortunate part is that many people assume balance loss is just part of getting older, something inevitable they can't control. But that's simply not true. Stability can be maintained and even improved, and it all starts with something many of us take for granted: our balance. Balance is something we often don't think about until it starts to fade. And the truth is, we don't just lose our balance overnight. It happens gradually, often because we neglect the muscles and joints that help keep us steady on our feet. The most common culprit? Weak ankles. Weak ankles lead to instability. Without proper ankle strength, every step becomes more uncertain. It doesn't take much for an uneven surface or a sudden movement to cause a misstep. The good news is, you can actively strengthen the muscles in your feet and ankles, something that's easier than you might think. That's where heel raises come in. Heel raises are an excellent way to target the muscles in your calves, feet and ankles, helping you build the stability you need to stay steady on your feet. Not only will they improve your balance, but they'll also enhance your ability to walk, climb stairs, and move around with confidence. Here's how you do it. Stand tall, with your feet shoulder-width apart and your hands resting on a stable surface for support, like a countertop or the back of a chair. Slowly lift your heels off the ground, rising onto the balls of your feet. Hold for a moment at the top, then lower your heels back down with control. Start with 10 reps and increase as you feel comfortable. You can even make it more challenging by doing it on one foot at a time, or by adding a slight bend in your knees to engage more muscles. Why is this so important? Balance is like a muscle. It needs regular training to stay strong. If you stop working on it, just like any other muscle, it weakens. The more you practice heel raises, the more stable and steady you'll become, making daily movements easier and safer. Think of your balance like a finely tuned instrument. If you don't practice and maintain it, it starts to lose its ability to perform. By committing to heel raises, you're actively tuning your balance and strengthening the foundation that keeps you upright and confident. These exercises don't take much time, but their impact can be transformational. No one wants to feel unsure on their feet, but with heel raises, you can take control of your stability and feel more secure in your movements. And now let's move on to the next exercise that will keep your upper body strong and flexible: shoulder rolls. Exercise number 3, shoulder rolls, which help in preventing stiffness and staying flexible. As we age, one of the most common challenges we face is joint stiffness, especially in the shoulders. And here's the thing, most people don't think about shoulder health until they start noticing discomfort. They assume the aches are just a normal part of aging and put off taking action. But waiting too long can lead to real limitations, making everyday tasks like dressing, reaching or lifting much harder. The problem is that stiffness doesn't just go away on its own. When you stop moving, your shoulder joints lose their flexibility, which leads to tightness and discomfort. But here's the good news. You can keep your shoulders mobile and flexible by dedicating just a few minutes each day to gentle movement. That's where shoulder rolls come in. Shoulder rolls are one of the easiest and most effective exercises to keep your shoulders feeling loose and comfortable. You don't need any special equipment, just a few moments of focused movement. Here's how you do it. Sit or stand tall, keeping your back straight. Slowly roll your shoulders forward in a circular motion, making the circles as big as you comfortably can. After about 10 rolls, switch directions and roll your shoulders backward. Keep your movement smooth and controlled, focusing on the stretch and the release of tension as your shoulders loosen up. Repeat for about 10 reps in each direction. Why is this so important? Think of your joints like a door hinge. If it never gets used, it becomes stiff, making movement more difficult. The same goes for your shoulder joints. If you stop moving and stretching them, they gradually become less flexible, making it harder to reach, carry, or lift comfortably. By doing shoulder rolls daily, you're actively keeping your shoulders flexible and ensuring they stay strong for years to come. And the best part? This exercise only takes a few minutes, but the benefits can make a big difference in how freely and comfortably you move. Shoulder rolls may seem simple, but they are incredibly effective. Keeping your shoulders healthy means maintaining the ability to move with ease, complete daily activities comfortably, and prevent stiffness from slowing you down. Now that your shoulders are feeling more mobile, let's move on to the next exercise that will help you build stamina and strength step-ups. Exercise number 4. Step-ups, maintaining stamina and heart health. As we get older, it's tempting to avoid activities that feel too strenuous, like climbing stairs. We think, why bother? It's just easier to take the elevator. But here's the problem. By avoiding stairs, you're unknowingly letting your endurance and heart strength decline, and that can have long-term effects. The heart is one of the most vital organs in your body, and if it's not regularly challenged, it starts to weaken. Declining heart strength can lead to low energy levels and reduced physical endurance over time. Endurance isn't something we think about until it's too late. We all want to keep moving with energy, climb stairs without hesitation, and be able to walk or jog without feeling winded. But to maintain stamina and a strong heart, you need to keep challenging your cardiovascular system. That's where step-ups come in. Step-ups are a simple yet powerful exercise that can help you build cardiovascular strength and stamina. They simulate the motion of climbing stairs, which is something we all do daily, and they provide a great workout for both your heart and legs. Plus, they help improve balance and coordination, which are key to improving stability and maintaining independence. Here's how you do it. Find a sturdy step bench or even the bottom step of a staircase. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart and place one foot on the step. Push through your heel to step up, bringing your other foot to meet the first. Step down with the same foot and repeat the movement alternating legs. Start with 10 to 15 repetitions per leg and gradually increase as you build strength. Why is this so crucial? Think of your heart like an engine. It needs regular use to stay strong. If you let it idle for too long, it begins to weaken and lose efficiency. Step-ups are an excellent way to keep your heart pumping and your stamina up, which means you'll have more energy to do the things you love, whether it's walking, playing with grandchildren, or simply enjoying a hike outdoors. By incorporating step-ups into your daily routine, you'll not only strengthen your heart, but you'll also improve your endurance and stamina, reducing your risk of heart-related concerns. And just like that, you'll feel more confident and capable as you age, knowing that your heart is strong and your body is ready for whatever comes next. Exercise number 5, core twists. When most people think about core exercises, they picture six-packs or toned abs. But the truth is, core exercises aren't just about appearance, they're about maintaining a healthy, functional body. Especially as we get older, one of the most important things we can do is keep our spine flexible and comfortable. And the key to doing that? Core twists. A lot of people overlook the importance of a strong, mobile core, thinking it's only for athletes or younger individuals. But the reality is, a stiff spine can cause more challenges than you might realize. As we age, a lack of flexibility in the spine can lead to back discomfort, poor posture, and reduced range of motion. These issues can affect everything from how we sit to how we stand and move throughout the day. If you've ever experienced back stiffness after standing for too long or reaching for something on a high shelf, you've felt the effects of a rigid spine. And the longer you leave it unaddressed, the harder it becomes to move freely. This is why core twists are so important. They help keep your spine mobile and reduce strain, ensuring you maintain your posture and flexibility as you age. Here's how you do it. Sit tall in a sturdy chair, keeping your feet flat on the floor and your back straight. Place your hands on the back of your head or cross them over your chest. Slowly twist your torso to the right, keeping your hips and legs stationary. Hold for a few seconds, then slowly return to center and twist to the left. Make sure your movements are controlled and deliberate. Start with 10 to 12 twists to each side and increase as you get stronger. Why is this so crucial? Think of your spine like a rusty chain. If you stop moving it, it only gets more rigid. The more you ignore it, the harder it becomes to move with ease. But if you regularly practice core twists, you'll keep your spine fluid and flexible, reducing back stiffness and improving your posture. A flexible spine is essential for maintaining mobility and reducing the risk of movement limitations as you age. By incorporating core twists into your daily routine, you'll keep your back in top shape and ensure that your posture remains strong and upright. These exercises are simple but powerful. Each one addresses a specific aspect of aging: strength, balance, endurance, and flexibility that will keep you feeling confident, strong, and independent for years to come. So, take a moment today to start with these 5 exercises and build a foundation for a healthier, more active future. 10 years from now, you'll look back and either be grateful you took action or wish you had started sooner. The choice is in your hands. Every small step you take today, every stretch, twist, or step up, adds up to a stronger, healthier future. It's about more than just staying comfortable. It's about living life with confidence, independence, and energy. Start small, stay consistent, and make aging something you look forward to. If what I've shared with you today resonates, I want you to be part of this community. Together, we'll redefine aging and prove that it's not about the years, it's about how we live them. So take action now for your future self, because that future is closer than you think. If this video helped, don't forget to like, comment, share, and hit subscribe. Join us, and let's make aging something we can all be excited about.